So she got mad because you refused to sleep with her husband. Hello everyone, we're back with another story. This is another one of the story submissions in my DMs. Today's story started with a girl and we're gonna call her Maggie Curry. One day Maggie Curry went for an interview, a job interview, and there she met this guy. And at first she thought this guy was already working in the company, but later then she found out that he was also interviewing for, I think, the same position that she was interviewing for. This guy, we're gonna call him Ajinomoto. We're gonna call him Aji for short. So the girl is Maggie Curry and the guy is Aji. So they were talking, they were just chilling while they wait for their turn for the interview. And then after they were both done with the interview, they talked some more and they ended up exchanging phone numbers. And they started texting each other, and Maggie Curry said to Aji something along the lines of like, hey, why don't you be an influencer or you apply to some other jobs like modeling or whatever, because you're so good looking. And this resulted to him sending her his TikTok profile. So I'm guessing he is an influencer, I'm not sure, but it was kind of like hinted to be that way, but again, I'm not sure. So she went to his TikTok profile, scrolled through all of his videos, and then she stumbled upon a couple of those POV like videos, and in most of them he included like his wife, sort of. Not like his wife was in the video or whatever, but he used the word wife. It was something like, oh, POV, your wife asked for a divorce. So obviously when Maggie Curry saw this, Maggie Curry asked him, hey, are you married? And he didn't reply. Now, even though Aji didn't answer Maggie Curry when she asked him whether or not he was married, they continued their little friendship. It was purely platonic, nothing weird was going on at that time. And there was this one day when she got sick. Okay, Maggie Curry got sick and she was expected to have influenza A, but she didn't have influenza A or something like that lah. And she told Aji that she's sick. At that time, Aji was being so sweet. Like, he was like, oh, like, I'm in KL right now, like, do you want me to like go and pick you up and bring you to a clinic or anything? Like, we can, you know, go to a clinic and then we can hang out after or whatever. And she eventually agreed and they went to a clinic. I don't think she had influenza A at that time, but after they went to the clinic, they hang out. And during this whole thing, nothing weird went on. Like, he wasn't talking to her in a weird manner. She wasn't talking to him in any of those suggestive manner, or she wasn't inviting him in. You know what I mean? Like, she's not flirting with him. He wasn't flirting with her. It was purely just like a platonic relationship, and they don't talk about weird stuff other than just like friendship stuff, like work and everything. And the next time when Aji invited Maggie Curry out, Maggie Curry felt like something was off. So then she prayed and she said, Allah, if this person is planning to do something bad to me, please protect me, something like that, like something along the lines of that. And then right after she prayed that, Aji texted her and told her that instead of going out, why not we just go back to my house and have the thing, like, you know, have horizontal dancing in the bedroom, if you know what I mean. But Maggie Curry told Aji that she couldn't go because she was not okay mentally, or she was like stressed out, something like that. And then they promised to go out and see each other again, but then he cancelled on her this time around, and she was kind of like annoyed. But then Aji came clean and told her that he's actually married and he has a child who's 2 years old. This was extremely shocking to Maggie Curry because when they were friends, the entire time that they were friends, Aji didn't specifically told her that he's married, and he would often send her pictures of just girls and he would claim them to be his girlfriends or like scandals or like one night stands or whatever. So Maggie Curry just entertained all of these like conversations thinking that he was single the entire time, not knowing that he already has a wife. And to make matters even weirder, Aji told Maggie Curry that his wife knows about all of this escapades, about him sleeping or just cheating on his wife with multiple other women. He told her that his wife knows about all of it. I don't know Maggie Curry's thought process for most of the time. When I was reading this DM, I don't know where she is, like where her head was at that time. But after they discussed about him being married and about him having all of these scandals and this other woman with him, they somehow started talking about her sex life, about how she's a virgin. And she admitted to him that she's a virgin. And this somehow made Aji very excited, and he did invite her out to go see him, invite Maggie Curry out. And Maggie Curry agreed, even though she knows that he's inviting her over to his house. And the reason being, she said that she just wanted to make sure that he really is someone's husband. That's why she agreed to go to his house. Just a PSA to everyone out there who's listening, who's watching this video. I just want to let you guys know that I post this kind of content, this kind of videos, this kind of stories, so that people can learn from it and not follow step by step whatever happened in this kind of stories. Because what she's doing is dangerous. If anyone just invites you to their house alone when they're alone, say no, don't go, because it's so dangerous. You guys have to protect yourself. Be smart about it. Anyways, Maggie Curry agreed to go see him at his house. He went over to her house, picked her up, brought her over to his house, to Aji's house. House was empty. It was just Aji and also Maggie Curry at that time. And lo and behold, he forced himself on her. He was very adamant on having it with her, to the point that she was like, no, I don't want to do it. And he scolded her because why would you come over here if you don't want to do it, kind of like that, you know. It got to a point where he was actually forcing her to do it. He was it was aggression. I would say it was very aggressive. But I think she managed to lock herself in one of the rooms and just hug herself and sleep until the next morning. And then the next morning, Aji sent her over to her house, sent Maggie Curry back to her house. And because she was traumatized over what happened, she went and searched for Aji's wife on social media. While she was searching for Aji's wife online, she was still texting Aji, and Aji was mad the entire time. Aji was just spamming her and telling her why would you agree to come over to my house when you don't even want to do anything? Why would you entertain me for this long if you don't want to have anything to do with me? I don't understand. I told you that I cannot be just friends with women. I need to have something with them, and my wife knows this because my wife and I we were in a long distance relationship. She works in another state, and she took care of the child while I am unemployed. So every night I would just bring random girls over to my house just so that I can sleep with them because my wife's not with me right now. And Aji said that it's not his fault because it's a hormonal thing, it's a medical thing. His hormones are just not stable enough. And when Maggie Curry eventually reached out to Aji's wife, she told Aji's wife about what had happened, and Aji's wife told her that she knew about all of it, about his activities and everything. And Aji's wife even told Maggie Curry, her husband, si Aji, is the type to always record the things that he do with other women just for his collection, and Aji's wife knows about it. And obviously Maggie Curry told Aji's wife that, hey, I think your husband's not normal. Maybe you should bring him to a psychiatrist. Maybe you should go and see someone because he's clearly not well. And surprisingly, Aji's wife said to Maggie Curry that Maggie Curry is the bad person here, is the villain here. Because why would Maggie Curry agree to go over to Aji's house when she didn't even want to do anything with Aji? So the wife was sort of blaming Maggie Curry for not doing anything with her husband. If you didn't want to like do anything with him in the first place, then why would you entertain him? Why would you text him? Why would you come over to his house even though you know that he's married? But she still kept talking to Aji's wife, and later she found out that Aji went to Thailand, I guess, to get married at 21, and at that time his wife ran away with another man. I think it was such a complicated relationship. Like I would love to just sit down with Aji and his wife and just like listen to their life story, because I feel like it would just be extremely interesting. They went through so much together, and they're still going through so much together. Aji has always had this dream of marrying 4 wives, but because he obviously couldn't afford it, he's only stuck with 1. Maggie Carey did ask Aji's wife whether or not she's sad about everything that he's been doing, about his nighttime activities, and Aji's wife said that no, she's completely fine. She's gotten used to it. She's pregnant right now with their 2nd child, but she's not, she claimed that she's okay with it. So, and Aji talked so much smack about Maggie Carey to his wife, to the point that Aji's wife sort of blamed everything on Maggie Carey instead of her own husband. This kind of people, it would just be better to just leave them alone and focus on your life instead. But yeah, I guess that's all from me today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any stories of your own that you would like to share, my DM is always open for both men and women. See you tomorrow, everyone. Have a nice day. Bye.